think we're live again. Another nice night. We've got our menu up here. It is initialized. Scope is live, as you can see. Forgive the state of my yard, I've been busy in there today. Right, so let's have a look what we're looking at. Wrong one. Let's go for something quick and easy at the moment. So I don't think there's any solar system out. Yeah, there's a Uranus there. Should we try that one? Or is it not connected? It says it's connected. Oh, it's not connected. Why isn't it connected? There we are. It's trying to connect again now. Yeah, signal's okay. It's wireless. There's no cables, nothing on it. It's got its own power unit built in, its own Wi-Fi built in. This says connect now, connect now. Going on to it now, hang on, let's just see. Connect. Just have to hang in a minute. It's trying. Just hang in there a couple of minutes so it can get connected up to it. It's trying its damnedest. Connected, no internet. Okay. Oh, we don't need no internet, do we? Right. Uranus. Not connected, it's saying. Open Stellina tab. Connect now. Initialize again. Attempting GPS. It's okay. That's what it's doing on the actual scope. It will close and open back up again. That's the normal routine for it, you know. So just have to see how it goes. Just let it open back up, and we'll flick back to the software. There we are. Start to open back up again. It's going to do a star zone search, plate mapping, and all kinds of stuff, you know. Let me just get my drink turned on a minute. It's doing a star analysis apparently. It has this is the second nice night, so it's doing an autofocus now, so it shouldn't be too long. Yeah, this is the second nice night, so I had to stream again because you never know when, in the UK, you never know when you're going to get the next night. So Saturday night, nearly 8:10. We've got stars out, so that'll do. Stars and stars and stars. Yeah, ask any questions in the comments down there. Just put something in, say hello, who you are, where you're from. Let's just have a look what the oscilloscope's looking at. Yeah, it's looking at the east at the minute. It's locked onto something in the east. That's to the left is a south. Obviously that's east towards me where I'm sitting, and west is the other way towards the fence, and the north is to the right hand side. But I've got a roof up here on the right hand side, so we're a bit limited on the north until I get all the garden sorted, which I can wheel it right out then so we can see further north. But it's nearly done on the autofocus, which is not too bad. That it's quite quick. Yeah, it's got loads of. It does a plate solve. It takes pictures of the sky, and suddenly realises where it is. You know, well, not suddenly. It's a good software. You know, so it won't actually. I can't actually do this on the other program. It's got Singularity because it won't let me. It won't let me run it through Windows. It's all the emulators that I use don't support Singularity. They've actually done it on purpose. Oh, here we go now here. So it's ready to look at something now. We'll do what we done. We'll do what we done last night. We'll start off with Orion, and then have a look at the. It should go to the east. Yeah, south, not east. Sorry. It should go high in the sky to the west at the minute. So that's where Orion is, from where I am in the world anyway. It's over about there on the panel fencing there. It will stop in a second. Yeah, and it moves slightly right all night. It'll go right then. There you are. So let's get back to the program. Just checking position on it now. And I say it is live. Jump on the chat if you want. Say a quick hello. And there's only 2 watching at the minute. Say hello, see you there. Let me know. I'm going to put my headphones on. Yeah, I think I'll put my headphones on, and then I think you can hear a bit better then. Yeah. Let's just have a look at the scope again. Yeah, it's still in the same area. Tracking, yeah. As soon as you say it's tracking, it's locked in on something, which is good. Something for us to look at. Yeah, this is the Orion Nebula. It will tell you in a minute. And it takes 10 seconds. I know I keep repeating myself just in case there's any new people out there. It takes a 10-second frame data, and then if they're good, it stacks them itself. Yeah, this is catching the first bits of light coming in now. So it'll give us a first picture to go at, and it'll automatically stack them on top of each other. You'll see the quality getting better and better and better. Some it's instantly wow, and some it takes a bit of time, the distant ones, you know. Obviously for more light to get in, the better. Photons. Yeah, so. Aye. Yeah, as I say, if you want to view anything in the south, well, it comes right from the east, past my door on the south, and I can go quite a way west. So if you've got anything in that scope you want to look at, like last night we took a little look at the James Webb telescope last night. We were trying to make out which one, because it looks like a star in the sky, reflecting the sunlight off the back of its thermal panel, you know. So we actually got it up. You put the coordinates in manually, and it slewed round to it and picked it up straight away. But I'm not sure which one it was we were looking at because there's a couple. Okay, there's Orion. Let's have a look at this. Oh, yeah. There's Orion. Now, I'm not sure. It's had 2 shots already. I mean, is that bright or is it me? Is that bright? But why is it, let's say last night it was, I'm not sure, but I think it was twisted to the right a shade. Now, this has got small triangular stars here, so it might clean up in a minute. And there's a bit of a trail on some of these stars. So, it's never done that before. We'll see in a minute. It's on 5 shots already. But that's how quick it'll pick up. Hello, Mr. Lawrence, please can you Messier 101? Is it? Wait, do you know what position in the sky it is? I'll just have a little look now. Just 1 second. Messier 101. Yeah, it's Ian, by the way. You don't have to do the Mr. Lawrence thing, but thanks anyway. Messier 101. Let's have a look where it is positioned in the sky. I roughly know if it's east, west, blah blah blah. Spiral Galaxy. Oh, it's the pinwheel. Yeah. You can have a go with the pinwheel if you want. That's not a problem, sir. Yeah. Pinwheel's fine with me. If it starts off a bit, you have to wait for it. It's near the Big Dipper. Well, the Big Dipper's right above my head at the minute, the plough. I think that's the plough, the Big Dipper, isn't it? Anyway, so what I'll do then, I'll stop this because I've got a lot of shots on Orion, but quite impressive so far. So let's just stop that one. Okay, I'm gonna go to right. Let's have a look here. The whirlpool, the pin. It was a pin that you'd after, wasn't it? You had the pinwheel, yeah. Okay. Let's have a look here. Pinwheel was down here a minute ago. Was it top side? No. Bode, cigar, cocoon. There's the whirlpool. There's a pinwheel here. Right, yeah. Altitude 39 degrees, so it's quite high. Northeasterly sky. I should be able to get that. Let's have a go, eh? But we'll have to wait for it. You know, we'll have to. If you're an astronomer yourself, you know it's observation, so it's going to take a little tiny bit of time. But it's an issue that happens to refractors, as I know. Yeah. Now and again, but it's normally crisp. So whether I've got it on a dodgy footing tonight, because it's on an old Chester made. Well, I'll show you now. Obviously. Oh, there we go. See where it's coming around towards us now. Yeah, northeast sky. Yeah, that'll pick that up, no problem. Yeah, that'll pick that up, no problem. Yeah, I know the refractor problem. The reflectors, you have to just do the autofocus on the reflector on the end of your main primary mirror there. Yeah, and these do tend to have a triangulation problem with the shape of the star. I think it's called. I used to know the name for it. It's something vacation on the end or so. I can't remember the actual professional name for it. Not spaghettification. That's a completely different thing in string theory, isn't it? But yeah, okay. Let's have a look. What she's tracking. She's tracking. Therefore, you know, it will pick it up. But I think this one, I've done this one many a time, and it has to. You have to wait for it to build, and you can slowly see it coming out of the dust. You know, the swirl and that pinwheel, and the other one as well. We've just been looking at. Yeah, there's a couple of them swirling galaxy ones that are quite the same, with them being so far away and the light's quite dim on them. We should have our first picture coming up in a couple of minutes. Yeah, plate solving now. Yeah. You on one of these, or you're on a normal telescope, or refractor? I have a 9.25 case grain thing, and she had the the Stellerium one with all the posh cameras on it and stuff. Yeah. Wish I could afford these. Is that the one-sided one with the one arm on it? This has got two arms, hasn't it? Which joins it up. No, the Stellina's got the two. I think the Eve scope has got the one. But they bought a new powerful one out apparently, 100 grand or something stupid. That's well out of my pocket. I suffered enough to get this. Right, as I say, I can actually see the start of it in the middle now. But as the pictures build up in a minute, it will get lighter and lighter. These stars now, have you noticed how these stars are nice and true now? It's got no trail on them now here, so it must have been just something was moved a bit or something, or a bit of wind or whatever it might have been, because it's quite windy out there tonight. Good evening, sir. Good evening. Yeah. Yeah. I got your little message before. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah. It's a fuzz. It's barely visible. Let's us stack for a bit. Yeah. I'll do 100 stacks on it. It's obviously it actually, yourself about the stacking, the processing on this. It doesn't do the bad ones. It only does the good ones. It throws all the rubbish out, which is quite good. But yeah, this should stack all right. It's just hit another one there anyway, and we're only had 20 seconds of data then. 10 seconds of time on this Stellina. Yeah, and I've had no trouble with it, but the only thing is now, the other piece of software that they're all bragging about now, this Singularity, my phone won't stay connected to it. So I got in touch with Agnes over at Stellina's place there, Vionis, and she came back to me saying try this, that, and the other. But I've already been in depth into it. It's since the last update with Singularity. I'm having really bad trouble. So I'm back on the old Stellina app here now. This is the Stellina which I'm putting through this emulator, so I can put it live onto Windows, and onto YouTube. Does thing tells you how many frames it's reject? I'm not sure, but it doesn't tell you on the screen unless you go into its software. Now, have you seen the shape of these stars here now? Now they're being stacked on. I think it's because of the wind. It's quite windy outside. It's quite windy. They've got like a shine on either side now, if you have a look carefully on them. Not all of them, but the bigger ones. So we might... can you see the dust starting to build up in the centre now? Yeah. I'm not sure if it's... the swirling arms are getting visible. Yeah, they are. And it's only what? It's only 8 shots in. Yeah, you can just... I've got a big light in my face here as well, obviously, for my ugly mush on the screen, But I can see the swirling arms on it now. And it's Messiah 101, isn't it? Like you said, yeah. As I said, we were looking at the James Webb telescope last night, but I'm not experienced enough to find out which actual star-looking thing it was. Yeah. And there's a blue planet here on the left-hand side, and some red stuff, white stuff, light blues, I mean, whether they are, hydrogen-based stars, or... Well, most stars are hydrogen-based anyway, but there's a blue one there I can see. Yeah, and it's starting to get the dust swirls in it now. I can see it a bit better, Yeah, brilliant. I really love it. I do. I think it's for what it is. I mean, they're all saying, "Oh, you could do that yourself and all that," but I've tried for years to get any decent footage. I mean, have you seen the dumbbell nebula on this in the summer? And you got the dumbbell in the South Skies in the summer, and wow, straight away the quality's awesome. I'm talking about a lot of light years away. You might think that I am lying while saying this is, but astrography, DSL, astronomy using only DSLR, 200mm secret. Is that my DSLR sensor tracks the night sky? Yeah, yeah. I've got I use not a Samsung, a Sony. It's got a great sensor on it. It's in the shed with all the other bits, and I use that program specially for it. It's been that long since I've been in there. I've got a normal DSLR camera. It's called a Pentax DSLR. Yeah, mine's not Pentax. I haven't got that much money. Mine's not oh God Almighty. I can't even remember what it is now. But I've got loads of stuff for it as well. You know, since you input coordinates, your location, it knows the night sky and tracks. That's fucking smart, isn't it? That's amazing stuff. Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, and you can buy all the mounts now, which actually track as well. So you can put your normal DSLR on a mount as well. And see, this is 80mm and 400mm long. I think it makes it, what's that, an F5 or something? And it's better for distance stuff rather than the planets and stuff, you know. Which is well, I mean, every night I'm on the moon. I am. As soon as the moon comes out, there's something about the moon. I don't know what it is with me, but I really find it brilliant on the moon. Like, we're up to 15, 16 shots now. It's just gone over, and it's really getting nice now. I can really start to see the arms on it. Please, if you don't mind, can you check what I've been imaging with it? Be very appreciated. Right, what you're asking here, like, let's go through this again, please, if you don't mind. Can you check what I've been imaging with it? That would be right. You might think that I'm lying while saying this, but I do astrophotography, yeah, particularly DSO astrophotography using only DSLR and a 200mm lens. The secret is in my DSLR sensor tracks the night sky. It's called a Pentax DSLR. Since you input coordinates on the of your location, it knows the night sky here. Can you show? I mean, can I show you my? Yeah, of course you can, mate. Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, show me what you've been doing. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind. That's it. Looking at your stuff. You show me yours and I'll show you mine. The old saying. Well, all my stuff's on my YouTube, and I have a Facebook page as well. I'll write it on the chat here. It's all in uppercase, and it's called, simple enough, and that's it. Night Sky, all in uppercase on Facebook. All my stuff's on there. I have a Facebook account, yes. Just check that out. It's on my Facebook page called Night Sky. You can drop it on there. It's not a problem. It's open to, you know, chat and all kinds of stuff. If you put it on there now, I've got multi-monitor system here. I can get it up and see what you're putting on. Night Sky, all one word. All my stuff's on there from last night and, well, forever really, since I've been you know, drop it on there, my friend, and I'll have a little look. I will definitely see your Facebook page. Good, good, good. Yeah, as I say, it's on here as well. There's my name there. Just have a look on the YouTube. I've got loads and loads of videos of this kind of stuff, you know. Yeah, I'm getting the temperature warning here. I'm going to take the notice of it just for a while. But the swells there. We're up to 23 shots so far anyway, so yeah, it's coming up now nicely. You can start to see the swirls. I'm not sure how far this one is away, but we'll have a look here. Pinwheel. Right, the Pinwheel Galaxy from Earth is 21 million light years away. 21 million light years away. You can't even justify that in your head. That's amazing, isn't it? 21 million. Well, at one light year, it's 186,000 miles a second for a year. I mean, we can't actually think about that because it makes your brain ache, doesn't it? I think it's 186,000 miles a second, speed of light, isn't it? You got to be doing that for 1 year, but that's 21 million. Yeah, that's something else, isn't it? 21 million light years away. Yeah. M101, Messiah 101, yeah. Fantastic. 21, it's not like round the corner 21, is it? Yeah, I think it's asking us to do we will want to. I'll get well up on the images on this. And for my next image, I'll just re-autofocus. It's asking us to re-autofocus. Temperature change 3.2 degrees. Well, it will, mate. It's going to get a lot colder, isn't it? It's a lot colder. So it should do it automatically, really. The thing with Singularity, that other software for it, you can actually get hold of the picture if it's off center. You know, your data that's coming through. If it's off center, you can drag it into the center of your screen, and it readjusts everything for you to carry on your imaging. You know, which is quite good. Yeah. Night sky. Yeah, we're up to 32 now, which is 5 minutes and 20, which is not a lot of data really, but we've got quite a decent image coming off it now. 33 shots. So it's nice and clear out there. See, the beauty about this as well, you can actually just capture an image and then mess about with it yourself to bring it out a bit, you know. There's the colour here. You don't want too much in it though. Yeah. Well, I won't do that to it just yet. I'll let it stack and stack for a while, yeah. As far as I know, I've never took this on a plane now. Why are you thinking of going to somewhere nice and clear, like Norway, or get the Aurora Borealis on the job as well? So, Aurora's obviously light. So is Borealis north? Because if it is northern, rather, if it is Aurora Borealis for the north, what's the southern? What's the southern pole called? Because you must have lights in the south as well on the magnetosphere, is it? I've never heard anyone say anything about the southern lights. What time are we on now? 25 to 9. We're on 38 shots so far. And things are looking alright. Is it looking alright on your end? Is it looking okay? There's 7 people on here now. Is anyone else out there like to say hello? Come in on the side. After this one, we need another target. If anyone knows what they want to look at, drop us a little thing in the chat here. Yeah, getting back to the plane thing. I mean, I don't know why you can't put it in a nicely padded, a nicely Polaris North. Yeah. Yeah, getting back to the plane, and I mean, them storage lockers on the plane are quite big. So if you had a backpack, a decent padded backpack to put it in, I know it is quite a hefty piece for a small piece. I don't see why not. You can take it as carry-on. Is it visible? I mean, the core. We are now is. You all know that the Polaris is north. Yeah, sorry about that. Itchy nose. Yeah, Polaris Australis south. So it could be Aurora Australis south, maybe. Yeah, you could be right on that. Yeah, you could be right. Is it visible? I mean the core. The core what, mate? On the pinwheel? Yeah, I've got it. If you're on about the core of the pinwheel, I can see it great here. I mean, I can see it on the YouTube, but my YouTube on here is a bit poor quality. I'm not sure. Let's have a look at the quality it's letting me have. Automatic quality. Yeah, it's only giving me 720p. It's only giving me 720p on the. I don't know why, unless later on it ups it a bit for you, but 720p is not at a brilliant quality, is it? Yeah, we're up to 42 shots, which is 7 minutes 10 seconds of data. The core of the galaxy is visible. Just imagine that the black hole millions of light years away. Millions of light years away. This is actually 21 million, so I thought that was quite good. Yeah. The core of the galaxy is visible. Just imagine a black hole millions of light years away. Yeah, but do you reckon you can't actually see a black hole? It's only the light around it bending as it's getting close to the event horizon or whatever it is. So yeah, I mean, all this, no one knows. I mean, I think it's all guesswork. The physicists and cosmologists, I mean, they're just making up things and words to suit themselves a thing, but no one can actually explain what a black hole is, because we've just got no basic evidence besides it bending light. So, you know, I mean, I listen to a lot about particle physics and string theory and bits of stuff like that, you know, because like any nerd does at the end of the day, do you love that kind of stuff? But I think we just dumb it down because we haven't got no proper explanation for what it is. So we try to dumb it down for ourselves so we can get to a kind of a grasp on the situation, if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. Brilliant. It's all, you know, there's nothing wrong with us looking, but I think we should concentrate a bit more on our own rock that we're living on sometimes, you know. I mean, this is fascinating stuff, and we do get a bit blasé now. about, oh yeah, there's the Dumbbell Nebula or the Orion Nebula. At one time of day, no one ever seen that kind of stuff. Brilliant. There are some theories that say that those holes are paths like wormholes that take you to the dimensions and galaxies. Well, yeah, I mean, it's quite possible. It's because we just don't know. As we were saying before, we don't know. And we're just scratching and scratching, aren't we, at, theories that we don't completely understand. When I read it, there are some things that are called white holes. Yeah, there's a few around here called arseholes, and they live quite close to me. White holes, yeah. Yeah, amazing shit, innit? It's amazing. Yeah, so we're getting a nice swirl going on now in the pattern anyway. And the idea is that enters black hole, exits from the other side of the white hole. Yeah, have you seen pulsars and stuff that emanates all kinds of particles out of both ends of it, and it spins, and oh man. And you've got stuff like what are the neutron stars with a density that's unbelievable, billions of tons per square inch. I mean, there's stuff out there that'll just make your brain pop, isn't it? At the end of the day, I just like to sit back, be lazy now, just throw this thing in the garden, 2 seconds, level it up, and she's away. But the only thing I have got to criticise over is it doesn't make you a cup of tea. And for that money, it should do. Yeah. And by the way, I'm not sponsored like everyone thinks. I'm not sponsored for anything. All this is off my own back. All the money I put into it. All the people I talk to. It's not sponsored. I don't make out of it. So I've had a couple of people just say bits of bad things about it, expecting, they'll try to tell me what to do and how to do stuff. Not one, there's been quite a few, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm doing this for me. This is my personal enjoyment, and I like to share with other people, which I think's good. I mean, people like to see this kind of stuff, some do, some don't. But yeah, I do it off my own back. So, if the format's not right, well, go and look somewhere else. And you won't find anyone doing it live. This is live stuff, with this telescope. And as you just said before, they're very expensive. And it's cost me a shed load of money to make this happen. The PC's got to be right. Everything's got to be right. The software's got to be right. I'm taking me time to stream it to show other people, And I hope people enjoy it, which that's what it's about for me. Enjoyment. There's no money involved, like donations or Facebook's got the stars and someone's got, what's the other monetary systems they use? Patreons and stuff like that, It's just me to you, and I hope you'd enjoy it. Which is good. Which is good. Because that's all I do. I try to sit here, have a bit of a chops with people, just like the movie Interstellar. Brilliant. Cracking movie. Yeah, graviton waves. But do you reckon it's all about sound, waves, wavelengths, especially string theory? It's all about universal harmonics. Yeah, everything's vibrating. Atoms vibrate. Strings vibrate to make certain type of subatomic atoms. I mean, so that just melts me skull, that does, Brilliant. Interstellar, fantastic. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame though they never came back. But there you go. I think they knew it was a one-way journey. Michael Caine gets into quite a few places, doesn't he? Batman he's been into. He likes all the sci-fi stuff. Christ almighty. Started off as a gangster in London and yeah, in the movies and stuff, Alfie and all that, and Get Carter and Michael Caine. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. But yeah, that Interstellar, I think I watched that a few nights ago, and I watched it many a times, mind you, with the drone. He chased the drone across the cornfields. take over its control. In Indian drone, wasn't it, if you remember? And the idea that what enters a black hole comes out the inside of a white asshole. I mean, yeah, white hole, yeah. Yeah, they used it. Well, that wasn't a black hole, was it? Interstellar. That was a wormhole that someone had put there, apparently, wasn't it? I wonder how many they make a week. Take a while to set up the telescope. It takes about 30 seconds. And that's being honest. Welch 55. How are you, mate? New chap come in. Thanks for your time, sir. Does it take a while to set up? My normal 9.25 K screen in the shed with all the cameras, it takes up all day. This one, it takes 35 to 40 seconds. I made I'll show you outside. Hang on here. I made an old, it's gone on in sleep mode. I made an old chest here on wheels, which I wheel out into the garden so we can have a decent look at the sky. All this grass is going to get paved. So I've got dogs as well, but they like to roll around in the grass and stuff, but you're busy cleaning cow shit. But in the winter, when I need this area, it's all soggy and wet all the time. So what I'm going to do is, I've just done all this round the outsides. I'm going to have it totally flagged so I can wheel this out a bit more, keep it clean, keep it washed down, and use my little chest here. I can get a large tripod, but I find this so perfect for the job. And it levels up dead quick. It's got a little spirit level bubble on the far side of this leg here. And these are the adjusters here. And it's 2 seconds and it's done. It's brilliant. Turn it on, link it to your computer, tell it to initialize itself. It sets its GPS up first, does a bit of plate solving, finds out where it is in case it's got Alzheimer's, you know. And then you're ready. Bang on. But for you to actually set it up, 35, 40 seconds, and you're away. Right, we're on 65 shots here, you know. Pinwheel Galaxy, if you just come in, like Mr. Welch 55 there. The Pinwheel Galaxy, this is 21 million light years away. And look at that. It's brilliant already. You can see all the spiral, center spiral, the outside legs on it. Lovely. The smart telescopes are really evolutionary. Yeah. But I was a bit pissed off, really, to tell you the truth, because when I bought this quite a while ago, he bought out another one, not the single arm one, that whatever it's called, he was on about before. Can't remember the name of it now. He bought another one out. I think she said I was talking to the French girl, Agnes Vionis. She must be obviously a part of the company, because Vionis is the company, isn't it, of this. So anyway, I was talking to her. She said, I've just bought another one out, 45,000 euros or something. I'm thinking, oh my God, where's people going to get the money for that? But they will, they'll buy it if it's as good as what they say. I mean, this is only 8mm, as I say, 8mm lens on it. Whether it's a Carl Zeiss lens, I'm not sure, but it's a fantastic. I've never cleaned it since I've had it. I've looked at it, checked over the primary lens, and it's spotless still. So I mean, these things are really great quality. But apparently, there's a few lenses down the tube onto the imager. I think it's I don't know, I can't remember how big the camera is at the end of it. But it's the 80mm aperture, and it's 400mm long, which gives it a class at about f5, I think. Something f5. I'm sure it's f5. But it's better for distant stuff rather than local planets. And I'll be honest now here when I say this, I thought it was a scam. I've done every conceivable test on it, because first of all I'm thinking, and someone said to me the other week in the chat that he was a bit unsure about it. It must be dragging its images off the net. So I've tried everything, covering the lens up, and it doesn't get nothing. I alter the image, and the main image moves. So, and I don't know. I'm flabbergasted by it, how good it is for what it is, And there's the money involved, isn't it? Obviously. Yeah, brilliant. But I did, and I'm still testing it now today because I'm a conspiracy. Well, you'll know when you hear it. I'm a conspiracy theorist, and I think there's a conspiracy in a lot of stuff. And normally, when something sounds too good to be true, that's the thing, isn't it? To be honest, I feel regret, like I hated the fact that they spent my money, and years in different telescopes and mounts and cameras. I wish it came out. Yeah, I know, but technology doesn't, does it? And the problem is with technology, when you buy it like I do, like first off the shelf, it costs about 12 times more money. But if you hang back and wait till they go cheap, they've got something else then that's even better. So you've got to draw a line in the sand, haven't you, to think to yourself, well, do want it now, test it now, use it now, or wait. Then it costs you a lot more money to have the next one up and the next one up. So where does it end? As you say, I've gone through the same setup as you with all kinds of different scopes, refractors, reflectors, binoculars, cameras. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow, yeah. As you say, it's frustrating sometimes, isn't it? But when you're getting, I don't bother with a pinwheel normally, or the other, there's a few more on here. This won't affect it. What I'm gonna do now, uh, like Whirlpool, same one as the Whirlpool. We're on the pinwheel now, M101 obviously, but pinwheel and the Whirlpool, they're the same. It takes ages and ages and ages for the light. I mean, this thing's grabbing light out the sky, photons, it's gathering them. So that's where the money costs then. The bigger the lens, the more expense, and the bigger the lens, the bigger the camera, and it's an ongoing battle then, isn't it? But they are the slow as hell to, but that's what it's about, patience. And when we're back in here now, and when I'm broadcasting like this to show people what I'm looking at, people get well, because I do a lot of gaming and stuff as well. I'm always streaming on the game side. So, and when I first got this, I wanted to stream this as well for people to have a look at what I'm seeing. And I found out a lot of people don't want to sit here and see the same picture. Now, proper astronomers do. They don't mind because they like data. The more light coming in, the more they can see. Picture gets better, more data to analyze or whatever. I understand that. But I understand the entertainment side as well, where I try to cram 4 or 5 targets in a night just to make it a bit more interesting for me and the viewer. And a lot of people have said, well, why don't you just sit there and wait and wait and wait? And when I've explained how I feel about the streaming side, they get the idea, they get the picture, because about the entertainment, you know. But some people are very, very interested in just raw data. I wish my Psi 104 was visible and it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. What's 104? Hang on, just got a splinter in my hand. Yeah, let's have a look at 104 then. Let's have a look at 104 because it's not altered in this one. What I 86 shots here, by the way. 14 minutes 20. 104. Where's 104? There's 105. And where's 104? 104. Come on. Excuse me. 110. And 104. Sombrero Galaxy. Yeah. Yeah, Spiral Galaxy M104. Messiah 104 appears very small object but holds the biggest supermassive black hole. Oh, nice one. Ever recorded in a nearby galaxy. Oh, sweet. Yeah, yeah. And that's not in our... No, it's out of range, isn't it? Orange. Orange, yeah. When it goes green, like this M61 and whatever, and... Yeah. It's an edge on... Oh, it's an edge on one, is it? Sombrero, is it like the cigar and all them, and a knife edge, and there's a few others, isn't there? I've had a little look at. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Knife edge, spiral. Sorry about this. Hate splinters. Right, yeah. Let's get back to our little observation. There we go. Right, we're up to 90 shots. How's it looking? And I'll see, it's all beautiful as well. Yeah, it's all magnificent. And I don't think it's for us to understand, because we just ain't clever enough yet. All we're consumed with greed and money and lust, and once we get past all that and start looking after each other, because I think we're unique in the galaxy. Not a lot of people know we're here. And if I was someone else, I wouldn't want to come here at the moment. So they'd take your technology and cut you up and dissect you, wouldn't they? Yeah, that's besides the point. That's another arguing point. Right, we're up to 92 shots at 15 minutes and 20. So each of them is 10 seconds apiece. But I'm getting a real good swirl here now. So does everyone agree on that? Was everyone happy with the viewing at the moment? Pop in, say hello, pop out, pop sideways, pop up, pop down, I don't care. Just say hello. Yeah, I'm doing this for everyone's entertainment as well as my own. So if you get time or you're able, just say hello. Follow the channel if you wish to. There's even a dislike button there if you want to use that, or share. Oh, what else? What's the other ones did you do? Notify or subscribe. That's a big one. People are doing that these days. If you hit that bell button, I think there's a bell on it somewhere. You can actually, next time I'm on, it'll notify you, I think. I've just discovered your channel today. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have got, as I say, quite a few videos there. Well, hundreds, I think. But yeah. And what's made it interesting is that it's so different than others. Like, yeah, it is, because it's live, and no one's done live on Stellina. There's loads of videos out there, and there's a fella that I've said this a few times as well. There's a chap out there called Rick Van Man. He had the big refractor, and he was getting the same. His stars were sometimes triangle shaped, sometimes, but you know this what I'm going to say. So I told him, I dropped him a message on the old YouTube to him, and he got rid of all his big thing, the big telescope he had with all his cameras and stuff, because he was like me. He wanted the simplicity side after all the messing and yourself, and he sold everything and bought one of these, and he's made up with it. So I'm happy for him. Welsh 55, does it affect your enjoyment that you don't actually see the galaxy doing? Yeah. I know what you're saying there. Is it Mr. Welsh 55? Have you got a name, or you just like to be called Welsh 55? I'm Ian, by the way, as you can see by me thing. Well, I haven't had a lot of eyepiece systems in my time. I've always looked through a camera. Me cameras in the shed, and I've got special cameras that go in the eyepiece. Darren, hi Darren, mate, you're okay? Yeah, and I've always looked through cameras through software on a laptop, so monitors in the shed. I have a little observatory outside where my telescope is, my big telescope, and I have all my cameras inside the shed, but it's dry. I'm just build it up on the day when I need it, you know. But it's so arsey to do now, and you have to tweak it a little bit, and you've lost everything. You've been all day trying to set it up. It's not as easy because you've got your guide scope as well as your normal scope, and the guide scope's got to be set up, and you run the P2P or whatever it is, P2PH or whatever the guide scope software, and that tells a big one where to go. And all of them have got to be lined up, and your camera's got to be lined up, and oh man, I've spent thousands of pounds on stuff that I don't even need now, you know. But yeah, we're on 106 already. How's that? 106 shots. Do you want any more, or do you want us to change target? Let me know, and I'll just let me have a look what it's going to look like now here. I am going to save the picture, and because I put everything I do on here, I put on my Facebook page as well. Right. Yeah, that's okay. I'll just save that one. Yeah. No, so doesn't affect me enjoyment at all, mate. No, because I've always basically I've done a bit of IP stuff, but you know I get a bit of a creak in the neck, don't you, and all this stuff. But I know what you're saying to physically see. I had a Hunter scope, and I think I've still got it somewhere. And I looked at Jupiter, and I seen all these white dots alongside it. This was a few years ago, and it was Jupiter and all its moons. Wow, it blew me away. That was through an eyepiece, but I couldn't keep centered on it, you know. Yeah. Can you try? Try what, mate? Zayad, is it? Intergalactic Wanderer Cluster. Have you got any information on it besides that? I can get it up. No sweat, no sweat. I can do that. I'll see where it's situated though. It might be out of my range here. Let's just have a look again. Copy that up there. Get to that and do that. And paste that in there. Right. Oh, it's a cluster of stars, is it? Cosmic Pursuits. NGC 2419. Right, let's have a look here. Let's have a look where it is. Copy that. Yeah, that's 3 major stars and a cluster of others, isn't it? Right, what I'll do then, I'm going to stop this one. I'm going to stop this one. Cluster outside the galaxy, outside of our galaxy. Oh, that could be good. Right, I'm going to stop this one because it's a nice. That was a nice shot. That was. Yep. We'll go back to our little. Yep, it's listing up here as southwest, 72 degrees. We're on our way. Right. First of all, let's see this little fella moving around to it. Oh, that's right above. Look at that. It should turn a bit more to the right first. Yeah, because it's southwest. Yeah, it's going towards the west now. And it's nice and high in the sky, so There you are. Let's look back at the software to see if it's locking in. Right, well, that's looking. I'm just going to get a couple of drinks. It won't be a minute. Oh, that's a little thing, isn't it? I've never had this one before. Right, what I'm going to do, because it's dropped down in by 5.2, I'm going to actually re-autofocus it. It's suggesting I do that anyway, and that from the last picture have you just seen then was a bit poor. Oh God, there's a problem in plate solving. Yeah, yeah. I'll just autofocus. It won't take a minute. Yeah. It does that every now and again, but I've never seen that message before, so... Never seen that one. But with a bit of luck, you just re-autofocus. It should be okay. Should be okay, man. So Zayad, is it? Where are you from, mate? Whereabouts in the world are you? I'm taking Welsh 55, Mr. Darren. But definitely it's performed. Yeah, it has, mate. Yeah, it does, and it does. Where are you from, Darren? Obviously in the UK, are you somewhere? I'm up in near Whitchurch, Shropshire way, you know. Shropshire. Oh, I'm from Morocco. Should I say salam alaikum? Oh, you're in Pembroke, know it well, mate. St. David, round that way, lovely place. Sunny. You can't say that all year, though, can you? Morocco beats you, mate. David Woods, St. Anne's. St. Anne's on Sea. Very nice, David. It's all nice when the weather's good in the UK. Right, it's giving me another shot here now. It's gathering some light in. St. Anne's on Sea. Whereabouts is St. Anne's? Is that St. Anne's? Is that Blackpool way? No. No, I'm thinking of something else, aren't I? St. Anne's on Sea. I know where Morocco is. Morocco. Very nice part of the world. Sunny all the time. Now, if you come to the UK, you get wet most of the time. Yeah, I like Pembroke, Darren. Lovely part of the place. Yeah, yeah, I knew it was a Blackpool area. I had something in my head ringing away, you know. I've been heavy goods all my life, so I know quite a few places, you know. Well, not all my life yet, obviously, but... Blackpool, Lytham St. Anne's. I knew the Lytham St. Anne's, see. I think that was buzzing, Fleetwood. Lytham. Yeah, very nice. Very, very nice place. Yeah. Morocco, eh? Nice place to have a telescope. You see some beautiful skies out that way. Now let's see what it's got for us now. Oh, we're still a bit misshapen. Still a bit misshapen. I think it might be. Oh, yeah. Something's going on there, isn't it? Unless it's because it's straight up in the air. That my tripod's out of shape a bit, is it? I don't know. That's weird, isn't it? It's weird. Let's see what it does in a minute. I might reinitialize it in a minute if it's going to give us that kind of problem. But I've never had this problem before. They look like little galaxies, don't they, the misshapen stars? That's a bit weird. Now what I'll do, see that's getting worse instead of better. I'm just going to stop this a minute and try something else. Because I'm not happy with that. Let's have a look here. I'm going to reinitialize it. And see if that helps. If it doesn't, I'll just alter it outside. It will only take 2 seconds. I'll just check the level of it and everything. Alright, let's just have a look what the scope's actually doing. Yeah, it's folding away, look. It's folding away. It's not jerking, that's just the data on the camera. And it'll come back out in a minute, watch. There she blows. Yeah, I'll bet they're really dark skies. You're making me mad now because we never get none of them. We never get no dark skies. Ours are just messy all the time, you know. Let's get back to it now, see what it's saying. It's just plate solving again now. Guess maybe the issue that is totally high in the sky. Yeah, it could be as well. Yeah, because it's nice and high, isn't it? And there, the level of your scope's got to be right. Or when it tracks, it's slightly off, isn't it? Yeah, it's all to do with the azimuth and the zenith, isn't it? Yeah. But hey ho, it's only one bad target, which is not too bad. Not too bad. It doesn't take too long to sort the problem out, which is good. Which is fine. 9:15. It must be 1, 2. I bet about 11:15, 12 o'clock, is it, in Morocco? 2 or 3 hours in front, are you? Well, if you go east, yeah, you gain time, don't you? All right, mate. You okay? What's up? You having a scratch? 2 little dogs. Yeah. Love grows where my rosemary goes. Hey, get off there now. Get down. Get down off them. Hey, get down. You little bugger, yeah? Yeah. I don't know. Dogs are everywhere. Right, it's given us a chance to do it again. Initialize and ready to... Right, let's have a look here a minute. We'll try that once more, eh? Because it was only a quick one. Let's have a look what it's doing now. Right, okay. It's not moved a lot, so... I guess maybe the issue is that... like the... yeah. I just got to keep reading the text here, it's far away. And my eyes aren't that brilliant. Mind you, I can do that, can't I? Hang on a minute. Yeah, you go. There you go. I can see the text now. I've increased the size. I don't have to squint anymore. Now let's see what it does with this. It's been reinitialized. It's been re-auto-focused. I hope this time worked perfectly. It's on me, yeah. Well, it doesn't. We'll just change target. Might be too far up, as you say, in the north. It's right, virtually right above us, isn't it? And I don't spend a lot of time leveling it up, as long as it's tracking it anyway. So I don't spend a great deal of time with the bubble on it, as long as I think the bubble's spot on. It looks perfect. It did look good before, though. It's only a self-leveling bubble on the tripod, you know. We'll see. We'll see. Bingo. Come on. Be bob on. Be bob on. Come on, Bob. Oh, slightly better, but as you say, they are off, aren't they? The Intergalactic Wanderer. Yeah, they are just off a shade, aren't they? Not all of them, but most of the brighter ones. They have that little bit of a trail. Yeah, see it lift another picture then. Yeah, so what I'll do, I'm going to end that one. I'm going to try something a bit more, not starry. Mind you, we can try a cluster or something, can't we? Constellations or nebula, galaxies, clusters. Try another cluster, better than earlier. Yeah, most probably. Let's have a look at it. Let's have has the eagle on here. Cobra. 30 minutes, double cluster, Perseus. Let's have a look at that one, eh? Double cluster of Perseus. Oh, it's coming down. That's no good. That's pointing at my house. Unless it comes right the way around this way. I should have checked on it first. No, that's not going to get nothing. I'll stop that now. Yeah, let's try something else. I should have checked on the read up really for it. Beehive cluster. Let's have a look at that one there. That's in itself, and it's, yeah, that's better. That'll go left. Telescope will go left and high now. There we go. Yeah, we've got to look at that. And it's not perfectly overhead, this one either. And the south, it's got to come all the way this way, yeah, to go south. Nearly there. Nearly there. There she is. Right, let's have a look. It's the beehive. This is the be all and end all. The bees. This is a busy cluster. What do you think about? Is that the one with the single arm? Did we ask this before? Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. Images of it. Yeah, it's the single arm of this Vionis, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. I can't. It'd be good for a plane, I think, because it's a lot smaller, isn't it? I can see a fella putting one in a bag here now. So yeah, it looks a lot smaller. But if it can do the same job, yeah, go for it. Yeah, yeah. And I think it's got to be cheaper, hasn't it? I don't know how much they are. I'm just having a little look at some images of it now. Yeah. I don't really know. I can't really make any judgments. Oh, they're better. That's better. The beehive. Never done this one before. It's just a cluster of stars, isn't it? There's no galaxies or nebulae anywhere. Yeah, yeah, they're quite rounded. I'm happy with that. The beehive cluster. Well, I can't see no bees, can you? Are they all supposed to be bees? Yeah, the latest Vaonis telescope. I haven't had a look at it yet. I won't even look at it because it might just tease me, and I don't want to do that because I've spent enough money on this thing. Yeah, what does everyone think of the beehive? Is it a busy one? Busy. Oh, look at that. That just smacked it on the second one then. Right, just give me 2 seconds. What I'm going to do is just level this scope up a bit because that doesn't seem right, does it? Because it's doing it regular now. Just give me a second. We'll try again in a minute. Right, we're back on. What I've had to do, it is terribly, terribly windy out there. Like someone just said, yeah. So, I've had to move it onto concrete. And I'm going to reinitialize it now. Oh, excuse me. I'll reinitialize it. And hope that sorted it out a bit. I've not moved it a great deal, but the level was off as well. So that's why we were getting distortion in directly over our heads, Yeah, that's a lot of money, isn't it? 45 grand. Oof, we've run about that before, yeah. But there is rich people around, but I'm not one of them. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if I had it, that kind of money, I could have a go. Let's have a look what it's doing. The scope. There she is. I've had to move it further to the right, see, to be on concrete, and the wind is vicious. It's doing about 35, 40 knots, the wind. Aye. Yeah, buy two. Yeah, that's a good idea. That yeah. You're right, Dave. Yeah, keep a spare. Just in case one falls over. Yeah, good laugh, eh? Two of them. Oh my God. Right, she's looking up at something. She's obviously plate solving now. Yeah, here we go. It's autofocusing again now. Just checking. That bloody wind. We'll do another little check in a minute. It's nice and clear out there. I mean, yeah, it's fine. It's clear. The stars are out. There's no moon over my way tonight, which is good. It was here last night, uh, making everything go white. As you can see by me stream from last night, I've got the dates on them. This is the 19th of the 3rd, isn't it? I hope it is anyway. Yeah, just re-autofocusing now. Sorry about that. Splinters and all kinds of stuff going on. I've been making some bits of woodwork today. So, hey ho. Halfway. Got a touch of wind here, probably the cabbage. Oh, I can see what you're like. Sound like you got the same sense of humour as me, mate. Yeah, we don't have to have a jacuzzi where I live. Just eat plenty of beans. Oh, yeah. Well, we're getting a bit of an audience anyway. There's 9 at the moment. There was 10, but it's gone back down to 9. So I'm glad everyone's taking interest in the astronomy world, or astrophotography, or whatever you want to call it. Right, what do we have a look at now? Well, I'll do a star cluster again. We'll do a star cluster. Try the beehive again. See if they've all buzzed off somewhere. Probably the cabbage off your tea. I like that. Bit of windy round the cabbage department. Lovely, lovely. Lovely bit of wind, don't you know? It's lovely, lovely. Yeah, where are we? The beehive, aren't we? Let's have a look what the scope's doing. Yeah, it's got loads of room now, hasn't it? It's nice and firm now, and I've levelled it back up. The spotted bubble, well, I can't even say it now. The bubble on the spirit level was off. That's hard, isn't it? That it's tracking anyway, so it's picked something up. Let's see if it's helped it any putting it on concrete. It was on grass. Was on grass. That's how I'm getting the yard done. As soon as I can get someone to do it for me. Pave it all. At least I can wheel this out properly. Good firm standing. There we are, the first picture building up. We're back to 10 viewers now. Still waiting to get a Stellina, but worried about all the problems that seem to be crop up. USB connections breaking, arms not closing. Yeah, I don't know. I've had terrible trouble with this. The Wi-Fi being shit connecting on my phone. It's crap on my phone. So I can't use the Singularity to do this because these programs, Vionis have changed the program so it won't go on emulators. So I can't stream anything because this is on the old Stellina app. So this is still gets it on me emulator, so I can put it on the Windows to people to look at. But I don't know why they don't let it just go to Windows. If it was on Windows and the publicity got out there, surely it'd sell them more units. But I still think it's a scam. I do, honest to God. Because it's too good to be true, and normally if it's too good to be true, it's normally not, isn't it? You know what I mean? You know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. And I think that's why Vionists don't want it to go there, you know. But that's just my thoughts. No, it's still the same, look. That's got to be the wind, hasn't it? I've never done this before. That's definitely the wind. Yeah. That's definitely the wind, that is. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to call it for tonight. I think we've had a decent session tonight. Let the wind drop down and then we'll see, you know. Wind, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's really vicious in the yard at the minute. So thanks for everyone who've been here tonight watching. I appreciate you all just saying hello and coming in, having a talk. And we'll just if you hit that little subscribe or the little notification bell you do on Windows, it'll let you know next time I'm about. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good